আপনারা দেখছেন মিউজিক্যাল শো মিউজিক অ্যান্ড আড্ডা।
সৌজন্যে দামিনিস গ্রিন স্ট্রিট,
এমআরএ গ্লোবাল কার্গো, জয় লুকাস ওয়ার্ল্ডস ফেভারিট জুয়েলার গ্রিন স্ট্রিট এবং বিজনেস ফোরাম।
We are back again and আজকে আমরা কথা বলছি আপনাদের অনেকেরই প্রিয় নাজ চৌধুরী এবং রাফি হোসেনের সাথে। নাজ, I want to know, you've been to one of the show in the UK which is called Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
Tell me the experience you gained from Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den.
It's scary.
No, it was quite. It was hard work to get into the show. So it took a few rounds of auditions, then to get into the final short list, and finally being on the show itself. It's a bit surreal, and being around the dragons, they're actually really inspiring at the same time as well as really harsh. So it's like a hit and miss, really.
So what sort of experience did you gain? I mean, obviously, what happened there? I know it didn't go too well for you.
I think, yeah, obviously, the Den never went well. I think they didn't understand my passion, my legacy. With them, it was all about money.
I heard one of them were talking about maybe you need to have a business partner. Were you thinking of that?
You see, with the Dragon's Den, it's 5 of the harshest investors in the country, but at the same time, there's probably about 5,000 watching the show. So just by going onto the show, you've already opened up doors. So that helped me. The notes they gave about business partners, I did bring in the right people. As soon as I left, I practically got my investors in the company now within a week. So that's why we did all the different shows. We did the Demarcas, Bollywood Showstoppers, and even Bollyflex.
When we talk about Bollywood Showstoppers, tell me a little bit about Bollywood Showstoppers.
Bollywood Showstoppers was like a full package. I wanted to bring the likes of Atif Aslam, Shan, Bipasha, and Malaika all together. You know.
Hold on a minute. Before that, you also had Sonu Nigam on the show.
Oh yeah.
What went wrong? Because when I went to the show, you know, I was expecting not only me. There was millions of people, you know, wanted to see on TV or whether live on O2 Arena. He wasn't there. What happened?
I think I just have these obstacles after obstacles. Don't get me wrong. I'm too brave for my own good. So when you put in two massive egos, something's going to go wrong.
They're
know.
gonna collide.
Exactly. So naturally there was a slight collision, and at the same time visa issues, at the same time cowboy issues. There's quite a lot to it, but I think we've passed it now, me and Sonu. So we're looking forward to the future.
Back to normal? Maybe he might be coming to your next show?
I will give it a year, but not right now. He's not in the list. But I don't know, just end of the day, we're in the same industry, and these sort of things happen. The show did go on. We still had 9,000
Well, thankfully you
people
made it up, and hopefully, inshallah, you know, you'll do better. You are doing really good, and
so
I'm really proud of you, Naz.
Thank you.
Rafi bhai, coming back to you, I want to know, where is your schooling? Apnar ganer upor ki kono schooling chilo na? Because of your mom, you know, sometimes it happen when you have a famous father or mom or whatever, you know, you just continue with that. You don't need to go to any schools or anything like that.
Well, আমার schooling mostly ছিল আমার মায়ের সকালবেলা কান ধরে আমাকে উঠে গান শেখাতে বসানো।
So your mom was your teacher?
Yes. So, and well, she wasn't really strict or anything. She just wanted me to practice with her. আমার সাথে রেওয়াজ করতাম, করতে করতে, so yeah.
So how did you get involved with Naz?
Naz Bhai, well, basically, got introduced with Naz Bhai through Hassan Bhai. Hassan Imam, well, he is actually a producer in KB Pictures, which is a company I work for. So we got introduced, and because Naz Bhai she was a choreographer, and so was my dad. So
Wow.
I thought, I mean, there was a little connection. Now I did actually work in the Bangladeshi films for a year.
So what's the difference? I mean, you see Naz here, he's directing so many people, and you've seen your father also directing in Bangladesh. What's the main difference you feel?
Well, there isn't actually much of a difference really, because classical dance is classical.
Exactly.
এবং যখন আপনি fuse করবেন ওটা মডার্নের সাথে, so obviously everything just goes similar.
Yeah.
And well, obviously যত দিন যাবে, যত সময় যাবে, we're going to adapt more of the Western culture in it, and do a fusion of it basically. So
I think
it's great.
Heritage is definitely important.
Definitely, I think you know
It
it
is
will
true.
work together one
It
day
is
because
true.
of the globalization, internet, and
But not
everything.
too much though. Simplicity is the best policy really. So yeah.
Anyway, আমরা আরো কথা বলবো এখন কোন গানটা আমাদের দর্শকদের জন্য আপনি করবেন?
এখন কোন গানটা পড়া যায়? আচ্ছা, রেনেসা বলে একটা ব্যান্ড ছিল অনেক পুরনো এখনো আছে
এখনো আছে and they doing mashallah they doing really good.
They're doing really good. বগি ভাই একটা গান আছে হৃদয় কাদামাটি তো এটা আমার খালা নীলুফার ইয়াসমিন she did it on TV and I really fell in love with the song.
Okay.
আর আমি চিন্তা করেছি যে না কখনো হয়তোবা একবার না একবার আমি স্টেজে করেছি এই গানটা কিন্তু আমি আজকে আবার করতে চাই এই গানটা।
Let's hear this song.
Right? Okay.
হৃদয় কাদামাটি কোনো মূর্তি নয় আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে মন উড়ন্ত কোনো বেলুন নয় উল্টোটালে ঝুঁসে যাবে হৃদয় কাদামাটি কোনো মূর্তি নয় আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে মন উড়ন্ত কোনো বেলুন নয় উল্টো ডালে ঝুঁসে যাবে হৃদয় শুকনো মাঠে ফুল ফোটানো সারা বেলার খেলা শূন্যতার মাঝে গরিবিনী সুতার মালা শুকনো মাঠে ফুল ফোটানো সারা বেলার খেলা শূন্যতার মাঝে গরিবিনী সুতার মালা বুকের মাঝে ভালোবাসা থাকবে জীবন হৃদয় কাদামাটি কোনো মূর্তি নয় আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে মন উড়ন্ত কোনো বেলুন নয় উল্টো ডালে ঝুঁসে যাবে হৃদয় চক্ষু খোলা রাখি সবই আমি দেখি সাধিকারে ভুবনে দেবে আমায় পাখি অন্তর চক্ষু খোলা রাখি সবই আমি দেখি সাধিকারে ভুবনে দেবে আমায় পাখি বুকের মাঝে ভালোবাসা থাকবে জীবন হৃদয় মাঝে কোনো মূর্তি নয় আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে মন উড়ন্ত কোনো বেলুন নয় উল্টো ডালে ঝুঁসে যাবে হৃদয় আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে 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 আঘাত পেলে ভেঙে যাবে
Wow, wonderful. You have a fantastic voice. Don't you agree with me, Nas?
No, that's beautiful, man. There's
How
so
many
much
albums
energy.
have you been working on so far?
Well এখনো কাজ করছি অ্যালবামের উপরে
So you're still working on
I
it?
haven't actually released any album. A lot of plans in my head, basically. যেমন Omi over here, or Ami, we are friends from childhood, really.
Okay.
So আমরা mostly বাসায় বসে বসে নিজেদের গান করি, নিজেরা কম্পোজ করি, নিজেরা লিখি. So আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ within a couple of months you're going to hear some.
So very soon we will see
Very
something
soon,
from
very
yourself.
soon আসবে. So yeah, work in progress.
I know you've been here for about last 7 years or so, and you've seen the work that we do here in UK from Bangladeshi perspective, you know, and then you can see what's happening in the mainstream as well. What's the main difference between Bangladeshi music in Bangladesh and the music here?
The main difference would, well, I do not see there is much difference though. কারণ বাঙালি ছেলেপেলে এখানেও যে মিউজিক হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশেও সেম মিউজিক হচ্ছে, বাট এখানে মোস্টলি ফোক গানের উপরে
Focus on
folk is actually popular with everybody over here. Well,
and where do you think that is?
Is that like bowler stuff?
Yeah.
It's like
I
bowler
agree.
stuff, yeah.
I'm with you.
Well, why is that? Because at that culture, obviously, এখানে যারা সিনিয়ররা আছেন বাঙালি মানুষরা এসেছেন প্রথম first I'm talking about 70s or 80s, তো ওনারা more মানে পছন্দ করতো আর খুব বেশি পছন্দ করতো বাউল গান, ফোক গান এসব। সো আমার মনে হয় যে ও শুনে তাদের ছেলেপেলেরা যখন বড় হলো তো
they kind of follow that.
Yeah, exactly. They just carried that on basically. So I'm not saying that কোনো ডিফারেন্স আছে বাংলাদেশ এবং এখানে, because বাংলাদেশেও এখন অনেক ব্যান্ড বের হচ্ছে যারা they are actually doing folk songs but with a completely different blues or a jazz background music basically.
Yeah.
So I think বাংলাদেশে আরো বেশি করতে পারছে because বাংলাদেশে এখানকার life, as you know,
It's difficult.
it's pressurizing basically. You
Absolutely.
got job, you got studies, you got everything basically. If you want to do something
Anyway,
on the
we'll
side.
talk about it more. Naz, I'll come back to you, but before that, এখন কোন গানটা আমাদের দর্শকদের জন্য আপনি
এখন দর্শকদের জন্য একটি স্পেশাল গান, গানটা হচ্ছে basically written and sang by, well, it's a Bob Dylan song basically.
right?
So I'm gonna do that কারণ
So I can understand this a little
so
bit
you can
more.
understand it. So yeah, he feels a bit more,
But
comfortable.
that's really bad, Naz. I wasn't expecting that from you.
No, I get it. I'm just
You get it.
Do you get it? Do you understand Bengali song?
most of it.
Translator here, basically.
Oh, let's hear this song now.
Okay, so yeah.
Mother, take this patch from me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. It feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mother, put my guns in ground. I can't shoot him anymore. That cold black cloud is coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Hey, 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 hell. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Hey, hey, yeah.
talented রাফি হুসেইন
Very
এবং
versatile.
নাজ চৌধুরী আমাদের সাথে আছেন আজকে, আর আপনারা দেখছেন মিউজিক অ্যান্ড আড্ডা। এনটিভি দেখবেন www.ntveurope. আর রাইট নাও যেতে হচ্ছে ছোট্ট একটা বিরতিতে। উইল বি ব্যাক রাইট আফটার দ্য ব্রেক। সাথেই থাকুন, সঙ্গেই থাকুন।
আপনারা দেখছেন মিউজিক্যাল শো মিউজিক অ্যান্ড আড্ডা।
সৌজন্যে দামিনীস গ্রিন স্ট্রিট।
এমআরএ গ্লোবাল কার্গো, জয় লুকাস ওয়ার্ল্ডস ফেভারিট জুয়েলার, গ্রিন স্ট্রিট এবং বিজনেস ফোরাম